Apparently, I'm live. Apparently. Nah. I was getting a call. Let me mute that. And let's see. Hello to anyone who's joining me early. It was my girlfriend who was calling, so I hope she doesn't get mad at me for hanging up. But I'm streaming, so now I'm trying to figure out how to share the stream on my Facebook page. Hey, Gumbo's here. Hey, Gumbo, would you mind sharing this in the Discord? I'll be fine. See, that goes there, that goes there. I'll share it. I'm in the process of doing that, but you don't have to do that for me since I'm already trying to do it. Hey, no worries. I'm off to a slow start anyways. And I think you're the only one watching so far. Yeah, I hadn't really used it much before either. It's interesting. I really should have scheduled this so I could share these, share the link earlier. Let's see, there's that. Let's see. Okay, I have it shared where I want to share it. And my girlfriend isn't mad at me for hanging up on her, but I'm using my phone to do the stream. So anyway, let's hope people watch. Come hang out, keep me company. Alrighty, let's get started. I always liked Zeta Gundam. The show is fun, but I like the design of Zeta. You know, I don't need to fold it. I did last time because I was building over on my other desk and I needed the space. Speaking of the other desk, that is where I left my tools. I was about to move them, but I forgot. Alright. So I haven't even looked at the parts I'll need, but I know I'll need these. Always on the floor. Always, always. Look at that neat looking face. It's upside down, but I always like the angular look of Zeta. That's that for these, I think. Let's actually look what we're doing here. I just noticed that in the parts list they actually circle the parts you'll need on the runner. So I cut those out. And it looks like I will need these two pieces. Aha. I was wondering why I was so lonely. But you're in luck. I haven't done anything yet. I just cut these pieces out, figuring out what else I need. H, where's H? And this weird looking piece. This weird looking piece is the inside of the head. And these. I'll cut those out when I get to them. Yeah, the ZZ looks amazing. I'm not a big fan of the design, but I can certainly appreciate the engineering that goes into it. Moving the light so I'm not blinding myself. Maybe you get better lighting on the parts. Sorry if the connection's bad, but there's not much I can do about that. I have fiber internet, so I mean it's not gigabit, but it should be good enough to stream. I don't have anybody else using my network as far as I know. Well, my neighbors, my next door neighbors, or my downstairs neighbors that is, they're on my Wi-Fi, but I don't think they would be doing too much traffic, but whatever. As long as you can hear me. And let me know if the signal gets bad. I'm not sure what I can do to make it better, but at least I'll know if I'm talking to nobody, because everybody's not watching because the signal's bad. But I think it might just be YouTube, because as far as I know, my Facebook streams were fine. Now it looks like some people are joining. Hello, everybody! Feel free to say hi. Hey, Rat Pack. Hey, Broadstone. Hey, Oliver. Alex's videos always look fine to me. So who knows? Internet these days is like magic. Stuff just either happens or it doesn't. Who knows how it happens? I am starting on my Zeta. had some ideas for some high-grade customs, but unfortunately, I have to wait for them to ship, which can get annoying when you want to build something and to wait for it to come in the mail. So I decided I'd pick something I have, start building that, because I really wanted to build something all week, but I've been kind of busy. Oh, I think that's going to be a long wait, Rat Pack. I doubt they'll ever do a Kshatriya master grade. So I never watched G Gundam. So if you put up God Gundam, Shining Gundam, I wouldn't be able to tell them apart. No doubt it's a popular kit, the Kshatriya, but exactly, it's stinking huge. So I think they'd be better off doing a RE100 instead of a master grade. But still, I'm surprised they even did the high grade, because it's kind of hard to get that in a high grade. Seriously, the G System stuff looks amazing. I wonder if Mechanicore is going to make one. Didn't they make one? I don't know. There was a huge Kshatriya out there. I think it was Ellen. Elyn maybe. One of these days I'll get into resin, but I always see the cool resin kits on places like E2046. Makes me want to do them, but then I should have prepared. You guys mind if I go grab a drink? I am parched. Okay. I can't seem to keep the Girazulu and the Giradoga straight, like which is which. So I was gonna do a live stream to finish up my new Gundam, but I ended up finishing that up just as I was watching TV the other day. Those nubs still need some work. It's kind of hard to see on the white. You guys building anything at the moment? Tall geese, Shia Quanta, some good kits, guys. I've had a little tall geese. I like to call them short geese. How original. What's you guys doing wing kits then? So you needed a mental break after the working on the Death Scythe hill. Oh yeah, just take it slow and you should be fine. Like, don't feel like you need to paint all pieces of a single color all at once. Like, just do a few at a time. Don't try and get it all done in a weekend. It's kind of an interesting panel line. It goes from, like, I don't know, it's hard to see. I'm in the central New York area. See, there's like a step on one side and panel line on top. Kind of interesting. Yep, what Gumbo said. you'll learn far more from mistakes than watching a tutorial video. The tutorial video can give you the head knowledge, but a mistake will give you the muscle memory knowledge, what works and doesn't work. I actually like making mistakes, so I always learn best from mistakes. So Broadstone, are you doing any special colors, or are you matching the box art, or what? I definitely agree. The Gunpla community is fantastic. I'm really glad I got into this hobby. Somebody whose number I don't know is calling me, and I will decline them. I have very bad connection. GM Sniper 2 is one of my favorite kits. It's the first one I painted. If you look back in my videos here, you'll see some videos I've done on it. Got a whole playlist. I really enjoyed that kit. I have another one I could build up. The White Dingo. I think it's about time for a new blade. Oh, you didn't miss much. I was just cutting these parts out. And I forgot where I put all of my spare blades. There we go. Thought I had some open. Oh well, I got plenty of spares. Jester, I started building in January of this year. My first kit was the Iron-Blooded Orphans Astaroth Origin. Saw it on Amazon, thought it looked cool. And I was right, it's pretty awesome. And then I was like, I want to watch the anime that's from. And I was disappointed because turns out Astaroth Origin is from the manga. So I downloaded the manga. I found a translation of it, and it was only on one page. Basically, a behind-the-scenes page showing where it originally started before it got deconstructed and sold for parts in the couple hundred years since it was made. But anyway, I watched a bunch of the shows, loved every minute. Well, maybe not every minute, but yep, I'm a newish Gundam fan. I watched a bit of Wing back in the day, but I didn't have Cartoon Network at home, so it wasn't a regular thing. And for the longest time, I was confused. You know, I thought Gundam Wing was the first Gundam show, and then like, what is G Gundam? Is that like they have like different name for different seasons, or it didn't occur to me that Gundam was the whole franchise. So I wish I knew about Gundam Info earlier this year. I watched Thunderbolt on it. My condolences to my wallet too. Well, there's the first runner down. It's the most expensive part of this hobby is so far the airbrush setup, but I think already it's paying me back, because if I had used spray cans, I'd be through them. Yeah, it's hard to talk and concentrate at the same time. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit that sometimes I eat poorly because I've bought too much kits. I paid a few hundred for my airbrush and compressor setup. I decided to go with a quality airbrush from the start. I didn't want to start with a cheap one. So then I didn't want to learn the wrong things. I didn't want to learn the wrong way to do it with an airbrush. And then, whoops. Iwata Eclipse HPCS. Hey Jetfire. I still needs a little bit of cleaning. I got a new needle for it. I think the Iwata Neo is not made by Iwata. I think they licensed the name. Alright, all these pieces should be ready. Now, this knife will run you about $10 on Amazon. Let me see if I can find it. I think I can share a link in the comments. Look up NT Cutter on Amazon. You'll see one somewhere that looks like this. Let's see. And the knife blades are cheap too, so you can get like 40 of them for real cheap too. I mean, you could go with a more expensive Olfa knife or the Tamiya knife. Yeah, the one I have is like $10. And not sure what you mean by the different blade types. They're all sharp. Yeah, I'd say that's the that's it. The curved ones aren't good for like cutting nubs. I wouldn't, because you don't get a straight edge. But with this, I tend to like to push it. I think I cut far too much. I can sand that down, but oops. Yeah, I don't know what number these blades are. I don't change them too often, but when I was doing a lot of straight building, where I do like a couple kits a week, I'd change them every few kits, every like 2 or about 2 high grades worth or 1 master grade. So let's actually get some building done. I'm not going to be putting any stickers on. I personally haven't felt the need to use a different kind of blade. Jetfire, you mean the GM command? I'm fairly certain that's not the actual 200th release. I know it's technically 200, but I don't think it counts. Hey, Paul. What is up? I think because it's so similar to the GM Sniper 2. Yes, Jetfire. Did I start a sentence and not finish it? I know a guy who knows a guy connected to Bluefin that says the GM command is not the flagship 200 master grade. I have trouble talking and concentrating. So I think we'll be in for a surprise when they do announce number 200. Sure, Jetfire, tell me a joke. I don't know if I'll ever be in Vermont, but you already told that joke. I kind of ignored it. Looks like I cut the peg too much. Looks like I'll have to glue it in. Hope these other pieces keep it in. You won't be disappointed, Airbrush Coden. It's a good cutter. And cheap too. I don't know if I'll get the real grade version of this. But I like it. I think after this I might build the Zeta Plus. Yeah, I have the Revive, or the Evolution project. High grade. It's a good little kit. It wasn't 91, it was 89, I think. 90, 80, 80, 85. I dropped something. I'm always dropping something. Fun fact, the Zeta wave shooter type was invented because the high grade, they couldn't transform it properly, so they redesigned it slightly. And that's how we get the wave shooter type, which in turn is similar to the Zeta Plus and how it transforms. 1991. They must not list it here then, because they have the first 144 scale, 100 scale, and then HGUC from 2003. They don't have anything from 91, just 85, 96, 2001, 2003, and 2005 with the 2.0. Yeah. I sometimes think that transforming Gundams are silly. Helps if I put it on the correct way. The worst transforming kit I have at the moment is the HGUC Goplant. That's one awkward kit. I don't like that gap there. I'll look at it later, figure out what's keeping that from closing. If you guys want to see a cool Zeta Plus, go look at Joshua Dara's Facebook. He's got his GBWC entry this year was amazing. Floor polish. Zeta and Double Zeta have some pretty weird designs. I think my favorite ones are from Sentinel. Katoki Man, he's a genius. What do you guys think? Should I leave this part out of there? I kind of like it without the extra V-fin part. I like it better without the second part. Anyway, there's the head done. You guys want to see the new Gundam real quick? I think it would be Jetfire. I bought the cheapest tripod I could find, and it shows. But if you're here for my last stream, I finished the fin funnels and the weapons. these days my plan is to fully paint everything that I build. Gotta practice trigger discipline. Yeah, this thing is amazing. I'm gonna do something stupid. It works. It fits. But it doesn't look right at all. Hey Rat Pack, what do you have any in your backlog? Isn't the Astaroth a really nice kit? I think so. Oh no, you didn't. Well, Gumbo, I have to disagree with you there. I like the regular New Gundam best. I like the regular High New better than the High New Verka. Anyway, everybody has their preferences. I don't like the mass production New Gundam. I haven't seen any pictures of it that make it look cool. Just bloated and greenish gray. What I really want is next year for the 30th anniversary of Char's counterattack. So I want a New Gundam real grade. I think that would be cool. I think the High New looks better than the High New Verka because it looks leaner, and I prefer the blue over the purple. Someday I'll get both and see if my opinion stays the same or if my opinion changes. Where is that hitting? think that did it. Let's see here. The what now? Tom Millat? Was that a typo? I've never seen that word before. If it's even a word. Tom Millat. Still no. Hey, Michael. That explains it. I know next to nothing about Victory Gundam. That's a good list there, Rat Pack. So, Michael, I have a suspicion that you might know something about, or know people who might know something about Master Grade 200. I don't want to know what it is. That's coming up soon, isn't it? Anime NYC. They're showing Bandit Flower then, aren't they? I want to get that P Bandai Atlas OVA version. Alright, let's move on to the torso. Yeah, I saw that right before I started streaming. I'm gonna go watch Zach's video later. It'd be cool to see it in theaters. You're a lucky guy, Michael. Sounds like a lot of fun. I'm not a fan of clear or metallic kits. Personally, I want to see the Saika Muzaku. I think it's in the lead. Last I looked, it's a cool kit. Or a cool design that doesn't have a master grade yet. Sometimes I wish I lived in the city. Be able to go to cool cons like that, but right now the traffic and high rent isn't worth it. And hang out with Michael. That's what we're all doing now, isn't it, Broadstone? Damn it. Another piece on the floor. My local hobby town has a Gundam build night. It was going to be tonight, but next Saturday is their Secret Santa sale. So lots of local modeling clubs are gonna go hang out. They're gonna have some good sales. So the build night got moved to build day next week. Should be fun. I don't know if any of you guys know Good Guy Dan, but he is one of the guys that started that particular group. He's kind of local to me, so I've seen a couple of his builds in person, which are really cool. Yeah, my hobby town, Walt's Hobby Town started many years ago as just Walt's Hobby, and they sold to Hobbytown USA, so they're like a privately owned franchise of Hobbytown, which is kind of cool. Without Bluefin, I doubt I'd be building this. Well, maybe I would, because the box didn't have a Bluefin sticker on it. Anyway. Bandai had a poll, or no, not a poll, a survey asking about overseas P Bandai stuff. Kind of got my hopes up, but we'll see. When I was deciding what kit to make tonight, it was between this and the Hazel. Guess which one I picked? But I definitely do want to build that Hazel. Master Grade Hazel! Jetfire, I don't think P Bandai, I don't think they're confident enough in the business that they do in America quite yet. Gunpla still isn't very big, relatively speaking, in America. Though the Gunpla community has been growing like crazy, it seems. There were over 300 people in the Reddit Gunpla Secret Santa. I'm all out of water. Air is really dry here. I was gonna... Well, it kind of snowed this morning. I was wanting to get my girlfriend into it, but I didn't want to start her with, like, the typical bear guy. So I think next weekend I'll buy her kit at Hobbytown. And if she picks a bear guy, then it'll be fun. If she doesn't, that'll be cool too. Yeah, I won't be disappointed if my girlfriend doesn't take the hobby up. I'll be grateful that she shows an interest in my hobby, but not disappointed if she doesn't share it with me regularly. It's okay to have different hobbies. Yeah, the P-bend I mark up is unfortunate, I guess. Michael, do you have pictures of that Wing Zero anywhere? I'll have to check them out then. You should just get a new family. Really, that does sound unfortunate. I feel for all the 40K fans. Games Workshop is in the business of making money. I was never really into Transformers. Look at all these parts. Gunpla garage sale, huh? Oh no, I don't need another place to spend money. Only 2 minutes? Well, that's like a whole episode extra. Twilight Access had a bunch of really short episodes. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This is fun. GM Sniper K9 Master Grade. Now there's an idea. Oops. Stressed it a bit. It's definitely a super robot. I don't know much about it, but it looks like a super robot. It does look kind of cool. I saw some video of it in was it? It was one of the Gundam games. I don't know which one it was. I know they're coming out with an NX Edge style Phantom. Dude, I would love to see a Cascade. First time I saw it, first time I knew what it was from Zach's Converge review of it. The Cascade looks cool. Mono Eye Gundam. So if Master Grade 200 isn't the GM command, I think it might be... I want to say Virtue and Natalie. I don't think Michael knows what it is. Or if he does, is unable to reveal it. But my guess is Virtue Nedley. That'd be cool to see in Master Grade. Or maybe even one of the other suits from 00 that isn't Exia. Well, it should be something silly like Vignagina. I really hope it's either... I'm hoping it's an Atlas. I really want to see a Master Grade Atlas. They'd hinted a while ago that they'd be doing Season 2 Thunderbolt kits in Master Grade form. Because for Thunderbolt Season 1, we've got the Psycho Zaku and Full Armor Gundam. Be so cool to see an Atlas. On my dream Master Grade list is to finish up the RX-78 series with the Unit 6 Mudrock and Unit 7, the 7th Gundam. Currently, there's only the HGUC Full Armor 7th. And if you want 1/44 scale Mudrock, you gotta do the fixed figuration or a conversion. The clear Atlas looks okay, but since it's a it doesn't use polycaps, so it's going to be really weird with the way the clear plastic rubs against itself. It's going to be weird. Mushroom pegs. I wonder if I sanded any red parts today. So I got this little guy from USA Gundam Store and their subscription box. I think it's pretty neat. I wouldn't have gotten one of these otherwise, and made me want some different ones. So sometime this week I'll be getting a Converge Zeta Plus and a Converge New Gundam, because, you know, New Gundam is my favorite, so I have to have the New Gundam. Can't wait. Not usually a fan of super deformed stuff, but these are cool. There are plenty of master grades that are based on Kotoki designs that aren't labeled Verka. What do you guys want to see in a new Gundam anime? I want to see something like 8th MS Team, but not necessarily anything in Universal Century, but something like it. Iron-Blooded Orphans Calamity War would be awesome. I gotta catch up on Origin. Blue Destiny would be cool. I don't know much about the game that it's in. So they did the new high-grade Blue Destiny Unit 1. They're coming out with Unit 2. I'm hoping they do Unit 3 at some point. They have the old one, which is neat. Be cool to see the new one. Here's a question, guys. What is your favorite design of the original RX-78? It is a hard question. Kit-wise, for me, it's the 3.0. But design-wise, it's the Verka. It's my favorite. I'm not much of a fan of Caswell's Gundam. My signal, I'm watching it on my laptop over here. Doesn't look too good at some points. Feels like I'm back on 2004 internet. Well, that's good. Good that my stream is going fine for somebody, but my phone keeps yelling at me, bad signal. Trying to think of paint schemes for this. I don't think I'm gonna go with the bright tricolor scheme. I was thinking I might use the same colors I did for this guy. Now there's an idea. I think that's what I will do, Michael. Jetfire, I don't know how they would work around the mechanics of the double Zeta. For all the Trion parts. I don't know how popular that design is anyway. They didn't make a Lightning Gundam or Lightning Zeta Gundam out of the 2.0 Zeta. And the Lightning Zeta was one of the main suits in, or I should say one of the main gunpla in Build Fighters. Zeta 2.0 was 2005. But they made a Build Mark II 2.0. They could have made a Lightning Zeta 2.0. I kind of wish Kotobukiya would rerun their Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Rex. So I've been wanting that for a while, but it's like over $100 on Amazon at least. Sold out everywhere else, seems like. I think they made one, Mike. I think they made one. Metal Gear. Also, a lot of the Armored Core kits I wish they'd rerun. It's quite a name, Sahelanthropus. What does it mean? Later, Rat Pack. I thought you wrote Gutbuster. Gutbuster. haven't watched Justin's video yet. Yep, still live. Howdy, Tiberium. I was gonna wrap it up after I finished the torso here, but I still got all these parts to denub. And this is fun, chatting with you guys, making something. Somebody said that? Most fiction is poorly written, I would say. But the majority that gets really popular is usually the good stuff. Stuff that sucks is usually self-published on Amazon that nobody ever reads. Yeah, I'm streaming straight from my phone. I'm not going through like OBS or something. I've never heard much about, what is it, Dugram? Dugram? Big O. What is Big O? That is not a nub. I almost cut it. I was kind of hoping they'd do a season 3 of Knights of Sidonia. I have an itch on my back that I can't reach. Isn't that wonderful? Japan really likes mecha. Never really caught on here in the States. People like mecha? Really? Man, I've been going for over 2 hours. It's getting late here, relatively speaking. So, first impressions of this kit so far. It's nice. It's got lots of fiddly little bits that are mostly for the transformation. We'll see how it all comes together. I thought about getting the Daban version, but I know it has a lot more surface detail, but I think underneath it's largely the same with a lower quality. Any of you guys see Kuro Mukuro? It's on Netflix. It's a neat little show. It's got a fish out of water story. It's got mecha. It's got space people. Has a masked mystery man. Captain Earth. Is that like bootleg Captain Planet? All right. I'll go back before I paint and clean up some of those nubs, but let's put this thing together. Sounds kind of cool. Space pirates. I'm not a huge fan of Crossbone, but I do think they should make a Crossbone show. Favorite mobile suit weapon? I think my favorite mobile suit weapon is the Unicorn's Beam Magnum. I just love the sound it makes. It's like literal pew pew noises, but it sounds awesome. Pew! I failed at recreating it with my mouth. Yeah, the Buster Gundam's pretty cool. I want to get the Providence Special Edition, Premium Edition, or whatever it is. So I can have the decals for the Buster. But I have the Buster I built a while ago. Didn't put any stickers on it. Yeah, I don't like the pirate thing in Crossbone. They went too far with the pirate motifs. That'll be cool to paint. You guys ever play the Front Mission games? I think one of my favorites is the the 8th MS Team's beam rifle. I stole this one from my GM Sniper 2 White Dingo because I liked it over the regular beam rifle that comes with the MG Verka. I got this much done. Pizza Party and Punch. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks. Say hi to them. Say hi to your mom for me. Hi, Stephanie's mom. I could put Star Trek on, but kind of in the zone here. Keep forgetting to do things where you guys can see it. Stephanie is my girlfriend, by the way. I am most definitely a Trekkie. You missed everything, Jetfire. It's all over. We had pizza too. No, I didn't. That was a joke. Pizza pie. Looks like I missed a few pieces. Got something stuck in there. Hey Brendan, what's happening? I'm not too familiar with MSV. I'd have to go look through the wiki. Oh, I can think of one. I posted about it in the Discord a while ago. And I dropped another piece. Maggie's watching! Little blind Maggie. Forget what it was called. It was like it was a GM. And it had a big Ewok pack on it. Whoa. Let me see if I can look it up. It wasn't the Ewok gym, but that would be cool though. GM Cunard is what it was called. It's got a big I guess it was like a training unit or something. Let's see here. There. I think that link works. So far, the only piece I have lost is the face piece to my Barbatos Lupus. It's a cool service, but I think it's been long enough that I wouldn't be able to take advantage of it. Nope, not yet. We did, it was fun. Now I can put this on. Well, if the kids picked it out, then yeah, can't say no to that. Sweet, who's launching the rocket? I heard it, my computer made a noise. You can barely see in the cockpit. Jetfire. It's Alex the Doof Studios Discord. If you go to his channel, he'll have a link in the description on some of his videos. I don't have the link handy. That's me. I just realized I did some bad cuts on there. Sheesh. I didn't realize that's where they were going. Gotta fix that before I get too far. Stephanie, I'm glad you're a weirdo. We're all weirdos here. It was purely an aesthetics thing. It was uneven and distracting. Still got a little more to go there. Howdy, Lee. Welcome to the stream. That looks a little better. I'm building the Zeta Master Grade 2.0. No worries. I'm enjoying it so far. I think I cut these parts out by mistake. I haven't seen where they go yet. Oh, over here. Glad you find it relaxing. I also find it relaxing. Seems like they've made a dozen different versions of it so far, so I wouldn't say it's impossible. Yeah, I pulled on it too hard. I'm not familiar with Super Robot Wars, but I like some of the designs. So the shoulder joint moves forward and back, and then this part opens up for the transformation. So that is the torso done. These go this way. Whoops. There it is, transformed part of the way. or as much as it can transform with only that much built. Pretty simple. Later, Broadstone. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, indeed, Stephanie. It transforms into this thing. Here's some of the early kits from the 80s. Look how wide the chest part is. They tried. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Seriously, though. Compare that with this. And the Wave Rider looks horrible too. Look at that. Compare with this. They've come a long way in 30 years. Call me whatever you want, except late for dinner. I think I'm done with the Zeta for tonight. Speaking of sticking, I forget how to get it off the stand. This piece always falls off. I think I put it on wrong. There we go. That's what glue is for. Correct answer. But this particular one, this particular piece is supposed to fall off. I mean, be removed. I want to, Michael. That thing looks so cool. Speaking of looking cool, I need to do something about this. And there it goes again. Anyway, I will leave it off because I want to transform it. So for the transformation, let me move my light around here. Let me move my other light around. So this goes up and that top part hinges up. I love how this part moves. Pull this piece up, the other part comes up with it. This one, gotta grab in the right spot or you'll pull the wrong piece. Always put that piece back on. There we go. This piece in the back is hard to get to. These parts are easy. The only annoying thing is you have to remove a few parts to transform it fully. Oops. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting very good signal here. I'm like feet from the router. That's my favorite part right there. And there it is. Yeah, I like the transformation on this because it's simple. Construction is more complicated than most, but it's a simple transformation. The only thing I don't like is how the feet are connected. It seems a little too wobbly, and that happens. This connection isn't very good. There's where it hooks in. You can do it. There it goes. Yeah, it got slightly taller. Yeah, it's maybe 2 or 3 millimeters taller. I didn't put the foil stickers behind the green pieces, so you won't see them too well. And then I have to do something with these pieces. Lego Batman movie. Okay. I think they all make pew pew noises. I haven't actually seen it. So once this one's done, it'll be, I want to say, about that tall. There's the star of the show there, contest winner. Hooray! Well, it's been over 3 hours now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I think I'm gonna get ready for bed now. I think I should probably put it on this stand instead. It doesn't need a stand, but the head base I was going to use for the real grade unicorn. Thanks, I really enjoyed working on it. I learned so much. Oh no, wobbly. Got the wobbles. Not the most secure base for it. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I guess that's all for today. See you guys next time. Definitely, guys, don't be a stranger. You can keep in touch with me on all my social media. You can find links to those in the description. I'm pretty much backstepped everywhere. So, talk to you guys soon, and I'll see you next time.